Hi guys, welcome to my channel Crucial Clips. Thank you for viewing. This video that I'm going to be showing next is taken from a British program called Can't Pay, We'll Take It Away. It's a program that centers around debt and the collection of it. So that could be rent arrears, mortgage arrears, claim debt, any sort of debt. But these bailiffs go to collect or repossess. In this particular video, they are going to repossess a property where the rent hasn't been paid 5 years. But the two men occupying it happen to be from Somalia. Recently, I heard a stat that Somalians in the UK, 72% of them are depending on social welfare, as in they live in social housing or they are receiving benefits. So that's quite a lot. That's, well, way over half, that's 3/4 of the population of the Somalians in UK are depending on social welfare. In this particular video, you'll see that it's two Somali men. They're not working. They barely know English. They're on drugs, and you'll see the state of the property. But one of the main things you should take away from the video is the entitlement. Even though they're being evicted, even though no rent's being paid, even though they're not working, even though they're on drugs, even though the house looks like rubbish, they're talking about they have rights and they don't want to go anywhere. It comes down to a third person from their community to come in and translate. That's the other problem we've got in the UK. We're spending millions on translators for people to go and claim benefits and get NHS treatment, but they don't know the language. But it comes down to his friend coming in, who's also been through this himself, so he's Somalian, and also been through the eviction himself, to come and explain things for his friends. Anyway, enough of me talking. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll get back at the end. Hope you enjoy.
Is waiting at the property.
Nice to see you.
He wants to make sure the tenants leave today.
They've occupied this property for about 5 years. They're not paying rent. They're basically occupying it without the permission of the landlord, and the landlord isn't based in the country.
This one here?
They're saying they've got a tenancy agreement. The landlord's not here to verify, so he's basically taken it through the legal channel.
No one is answering the door.
We don't believe they're in there, to be honest. There's no gas or electric going in.
The High Court writ allows the agents to gain entry by force if necessary.
Well done, sir. Thank you. Door, brick behind the door. Just shithole. Can you believe that people live like this?
No.
A lot of the properties that we go to, I do find in a lot of the cases, at least half the cases, their living conditions are absolutely appalling. It doesn't cost money to tidy things up.
The property is now repossessed. But inside, Paul and Phil get a shock.
Has he hotwired the electrics?
Yeah, electric's out here, alright.
Everyone thinks no one's here.
Yeah.
The wiring in the property has been set up to avoid the electricity meter. It's potentially lethal.
If you look down behind the door, that's a direct feed coming straight into the house. And apparently, it's homemade wiring by unskilled people that think that they can beat the system by bypassing their electrics somewhere, whether that's going next door's business or what, but there's all kind of live cables that are just ended off with a bit of tape.
You got that bar?
Despite the dangerous conditions,
Anybody in?
the team must make sure the property is empty.
Anybody here? There's steps and all sorts. I think it's been abandoned some time.
Yeah.
Inside the bedroom, Phil finds what appears to be boxes of an illegal narcotic called Cant, traditionally used in the Somali community.
What else is it? Just be careful of the stairs.
It's
Then the agents make an even more shocking discovery.
We've got someone in bed here.
The property isn't empty after all.
Hello. We're High Court enforcement agents. We have a writ to repossess these premises. You have to go.
No.
Now. Yes, please. Okay. All right. Is there anybody else here? Is there anybody else here?
Yeah.
Where?
The man directs them towards the back bedroom, which is also occupied.
We're High Court enforcement agents. We've come to repossess this property. Do you understand what you need to do? You need to get your kit together now and leave immediately.
Why would I leave?
I don't know. Can you get your kit together? Give you 20 minutes, get your stuff out. All right, thank you very much.
Ten minutes later, the men are dressed and downstairs. One of them claims he's a long-term tenant. The other is a guest who has some questions for Paul.
Okay, did you ask yourself how long you live here? 6 years.
I'm sorry, I don't need
Now
to know.
you're coming somewhere and saying leave it out. That's not landlord doesn't have right to sell
The
someone.
landlord has the right to do that. It's been changed to the High Court and we're here today. He has to leave.
It's shocking for me. She sees someone live here and you're saying so, go in the street. Or maybe the landlord made him treating him bad. So someone needs to be righteous.
If he gets the landlord's number, you can speak to the landlord, but I still want you to pack your things to leave.
Letters warning them of the eviction have been sent, but the tenant doesn't seem to understand what's happening. The agents must get the men out today.
I'd suggest that you get your belongings, passports, phones, chargers, all your personal belongings.
What's belong? These guys here can move like this, like that, and I know where to go.
You can talk to me all you like.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm telling you what I know. That's what you're telling me.
It's now 9:10. The longer you talk to me, the less time you've got to pack, because at 9:30, the doors will be locked.
The deadline is set, but the men still show no signs of going.
In 20 minutes, we will lock the premises.
No, I'm not going. Wait a minute, sir.
With the tenant refusing to leave, Paul's eviction has now reached a standoff. A friend of the men, Musa, has arrived to act as translator.
My name is Paul.
Yeah, my name is Musa Ali.
Okay.
I would like to present to him.
If you go and have a word with him, tell him he's got to go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Musa has been through the process himself.
dadkan high court-ka ka imaadeen
Yeah.
waxa waaye sharciga high court-ka
Yeah.
waa wixii aan guri laga bixiyo kaleeto
Waxa kama qab halo bixiyo kale.
marka only waxaan dhihi karnaa oo kaliya
Yeah.
alaabta inta ugu imaanayno ya alaabta inta ugu imaanayno hanoo taalo marka waxaynu siinayaan 2 maalmood ama 3 maalmood oo
Ma hatta sarfna aniga.
they understand.
Yeah.
They only need because you didn't
like this.
they didn't get any notice.
There is no notice. Well, I'll explain
I
this
can
to
understand. I can
I'll
understand.
yeah.
I will explain to them.
Yeah. When we come, right, after the county court, there is no notice.
I can understand. 100%. It happened to me myself.
Yeah?
With my family, my kids.
Yeah.
The tenant claims that he has been paying rent to the landlord.
Waxaan rabaa. waxaan dhiibay lacagta dhiibo. Nin baa been ii sheegay oo alaab guri laga sameey waaye oo alaab
He says his requests to get the house repaired were ignored.
Maybe you're not in it's not in your position, but he's saying like the eviction is illegally because we requested the landlord to fix the property.
Right. See that? This is signed off by the High Court, like the highest court in the country.
I know, we know how
So,
it's called,
right.
the Royal...
Before you start throwing out that this is illegal,
Yeah.
this would not be signed off by the High Court if this was anything but legitimate. Right?
Okay. So, there is no reason hadda. Alaabteena inaan qaadano, alaabta waaweyn time ayna siiyaan aan ugu soo qaadano le wax kale kuma jirto meesha.
With Musa's help, The tenant and his guest start packing.
The voice of reason has arrived.
Yes.
No, the High Court is High Court. Nobody can say anything. We can understand that. That's it.
If he does need to come back, you'll have to speak to the landlord.
Landlord, that's it. Yeah, I explained to him everything.
Right, so
and,
thank you very much for
you're
coming. I
welcome,
do
sir.
appreciate your help. Okay, thank you. Okay, that's all squared. The man who's just come in is the voice of reason. It does, yeah. He obviously knows the score.
The tenant is now homeless.
Of course, he has to find somewhere to stay. He cannot stay outside, isn't it?
Despite all his years of experience, Paul is still shocked by the conditions in the flat.
What an absolute tip that is. I mean, you wouldn't keep animals in a place like that. It's absolutely filthy. Absolutely filthy.
Well, you saw it. You saw the state of the place. You saw how they were sleeping and living. One that wasn't even meant to be there. He was just dossing there. He seemed to be the one with all the mouth. But then you heard the entitlement and the excuses. At first, you know, he's not going anywhere. He needs to be righted. No one told them, you know, those sort of excuses. Then, oh, I was paying my rent, but the landlord didn't do any repairs. All the excuses. Even the friend who came to help them. Look, he's been through it with his kids. You know, jokes aside, even though I sound jovial about it, is in the long term, what are these people going to be doing here? You know, those two men are going to end up on the streets now because they haven't got children. So what happens in the UK, unless you've got children, which that's a scam, because a lot of them are coming here with children on purpose because they know that you can't go homeless if you've got children because there's a legal obligation to house the children, which means the parents get housed. Even if it's in terrible temporary accommodation, they'll go in it. I see it down my road. But in this case, the two men are going to go on the streets. And at the moment, we've got thousands of men coming across the channel every week. Yeah. These guys are going to end up on the streets at some point. And my worry is that we're going to see a lot of crime as a consequence of this. I'm going to cover that in the next video. But with regards to this video, look, it highlights it's not working. You know, 72%, 74% of Somalis are depending on social welfare. What is the point of them being here? With Bangladeshis, it's over 50%. Pakistanis, it's up in the higher 40%. So ideally, this is something that would have to be looked at. Anyway, I'm not going to rant on too much. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video, which is going to be similar to this. I think I'm going to be covering one where there is children and they are here. Used to be on the student visa, but no student visa anymore. So I'll cover that in the next video. Thank you for watching and catch you in the next video. See you later.